Happy Thursday evening, everybody. Welcome back to TIMBP Live. I'm Perry, of course. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you for watching on the replay or listening to the audio version of this as well, if that is how you are checking out this particular episode of TIMBP Live. I apologize. My allergies are terrible yet again. What a shocker. What a true surprise. Subscribe, of course, if you haven't done so already. Like the video, all of that good stuff. You guys know how it goes. It's just nice to have you around. Emily Chambers was here first, said hashtag Snuffy Squad, and mash those buttons. Yes, if you want to submit a Snuffy chat and support the show in honor of Mr. Snuffleupagus himself, the patron saint of TIMBP Live, you can head to the link in the description as well as the link that is posted, pinned at the top of the YouTube comments on the live stream. We appreciate everybody who does that. Dan from the Deathless Dogs is in the house. Cheers, man. Hope you're well. Sugar Kitty, meow. Donnie the Linux Cat says meowdy. Meowdy. Hello, Swanee. It's me. I'm excited. I'm excited, too. I can't wait for you guys to find out what this thing is. Hello, Stacy from Four Leaf Whiskey. I hope you are doing well. It's been a minute since we've seen you, but boy, howdy, it's good to have you around. Tony Benavides, check, Juan, too. Check, Juan, too. Hello, Tony. Good to see you, man. And Tony Bag of Donuts, the other Tony B. Hello, my friend. Shauna Marie. Hello, Shauna. Thanks for being here. Remember to lick the like and like the lick. It tastes like a bottom shelfer. It does indeed. Thank you, Sugar Kitty. Perry looking very... What is that? Just like beardy and hairy? I don't know. I have a lot of hair right now. This is the longest I think my beard has ever gotten. And I'm at just... I think this is the longest my hair has ever gotten as well. I wasn't intending to have long hair initially for the meetup weekend, but here we are. And, yeah. Still got a month left. Get them tickets. Link for that's in the description as well. I've been MIA in Canada for a week. For work, excuse me. I wish I could read, Stacy, but I just learned how yesterday. Hello, peeps. Hello, Julie. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Good to have you in the chat. Can't wait for Pegging with Perry, says Don Nishida. Boy, howdy, is it going to be something else. Now, if you want to come hang out with us on Memorial Day weekend, the link for the meetup and live show is in the description. It's one link for everything. You can get to booking your hotel room. You can get to the VIP tickets. You can get to the general admission tickets, which we have for the live show as well. So much of that is going to be, I mean, it's all going to be a great time. But so much of that is coming up soon. If you haven't made plans yet, we would love to have you there. It's going to be real fun. Peggy No Stevens is going to have a little pair off with our very own Eric the Whiskey Mutant, of course. James Taylor says cheers and hit that like button. James, it is good to have you here. Oh, Clifton's here too. Cheers, Barry. Cheers, Cliffy. Hope you're well, man. Clifton and I have some stuff working in the background. Little hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Just some. If you're a fan of what Clifton does, you're gonna want to stay tuned for some news in the hopefully near future. We're still working on some stuff. It would take Sean Paisley all his life to grow half that much facial hair. Be proud. I haven't shaved. Okay, so I've trimmed a little bit, but I haven't shaved since October. So I'll take it. I'll take it. And yeah, I'd love to see Sean try to grow a beard. Stuffing with Perry. There we go. And Cliffy's getting a little cheeky about the whole thing, but I think you guys are going to be very happy with what we have been discussing at the very least behind the scenes. So, what are we doing? We're doing bottom shelf pours. We're starting out right. So here's the crux for this series. I know I did a stream a few. I'm good, thank you. But a little while back, I did a stream kind of celebrating bottom shelfers and talking about the quality of them as it stands. And so I wanted the celebration of it to be an ongoing thing. So every last Thursday of the month, I'm going to be doing bottom shelf Backstretch. Back end of the month, last stream of the month. We're going to do some bottom shelf stuff. So, basically, it's going to consist of bottles around $20 or under. And I figured I would kick it off with a tried and true Bottle to Bond staple from our friends at Heaven Hill, the JTS Brown Bottle to Bond. Also, Jeff Wack is in the house. What's up, Jeffrey? Hello again, whiskey friends. Hello again to you, Jeffrey Wack. 4 weeks away from the Lexington meetup. Holy moly. We got some stuff to do. we got some hard work ahead of us. I will say that much. But I think you guys are going to have just a fantastic time with all of this. Our space has kind of changed a little bit as well. So Eric went over to the hotel and had a bit of a meeting with our buddy Scott over there. Golly. Took care of some of the logistics. So my nerves are a little bit quelled. I'm not feeling as stressed as I was about some things. But I'm still anxious because that is my nature. That is definitely my nature. So, $16 bottle of JTS Brown. Shouldn't be more than 4 years old, as far as I know. Unless something has changed. I love what Heaven Hill does with a lot of their budget brands. And that's they try. This is going to sound negative, and I don't mean for it to. But they try just enough. Nice looking label. Very reminiscent of, if not identical, of the JTS Brown label that was, eventually sold to Heaven Hill. But then on the back, just the weakest little sticker with the least amount of information. I'm going to try this. See if that helps at all. All the crap about where they say it was distilled, but, it's Heaven Hill, man. It's Heaven Hill. And I think that it's something to note as well. Maybe this is a larger conversation to be had. But I find it particularly interesting that at the very least, Heaven Hill has found a way to make bottled and bond products. Stacy, that's really funny. That caught me off guard, and I really freaking enjoyed that comment. I'm just gonna highlight it. Oh wait, that was Clifton laughing at it. My anniversary is June 9th. 6/9. I let my husband pick the date. Absolutely fantastic. Audio listeners only. Now you know what tickled me so bad. The fridge? Daggone refrigerator. Oh, this bottle's a little briny. Got a little bit of a brine going to it. A little nutty, though. Quite a bit of, like, complex. There's a sugar complexity to it, I think is what I'm trying to say. But by saying something like complex sugar, that's just word vomit. Because you're basically just saying it's got alcohol in it. I'm a dummy sometimes. But you know what's not dumb? Saying cheers to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And cheers to friggin' Jerry Springer. Passed away today. So he was 79, you know. Good run, but still. You're a complex sugar. The cabinet behind you has TARDIS vibes I can't unsee. Oh, dude. That was one of the main reasons that it got painted blue. Was because it needed to be a TARDIS. Or at least TARDIS-y. Anyway. Cheers, guys. Love y'all. Thank you for being here. It's a little bit lighter than what I've been drinking recently. But it's still got a pretty good punch to it. I mean, the flavor's pretty nice. Jerry was a decent human. Yeah. He was the mayor of Cincinnati for a while. Oh, look at that. And he also, after he quit doing his show, he had a radio show that I was not. I don't know if I had left at that point or if I wasn't able to make it. But a band that I was in got to go and play on his radio show, which was super cool. Snuffy hasn't been fed for 2 weeks. Somebody feed our mascot, Tony. Thank you for saying such a thing. Yes, Snuffy has been starving back there for the past couple of weeks. But we do have an anonymous tip that says some food for Snuffy. Thank you, Anonymous. Anonymous. Omnim. The more I sit with this, the more the nutty. Oh, Don. I saw on the notification on my phone that it was you, Don, but I didn't want to say it just in case you intended for it to be left. General Anonymous. Yeah. Maybe Captain Dangerfield or whatever the crap is going to be back tonight. Shoot, why can't I General Armageddon. There we go. And Admiral Bass Ackward. Maybe we're going to get another hot tip about security intel that nobody's going to know about in the news for weeks. Does anybody remember what he said last week? What General Armageddon said? General Armageddon, are you here? I can't remember what it was that you said, dude. Swan, an extra M also makes a huge difference. Jerry gave me the microphone in the audience. I chickened out of mooning the girl on stage I was talking junk to. That's fantastic. Something about satellite killer missiles or something. Yeah, it had something to do with Russia was shooting down satellites, and we weren't going to hear about it in the news for like 2 months or something. I don't know. Hey, if you want a more informed people, then This Is My Bourbon podcast is the place for you. If you want to share seedy government intel, I'm sure my FBI agent, my CIA agent is listening very intently. Or at the very least, the YouTube intern, whom we have not said hello to in a while, that decides whether or not we're doing a good job. That was an old joke. Does anybody remember the YouTube intern joke? I forgot about that until right now. That's fantastic. You know what I haven't done in a while? Just out of curiosity. Let's see how the Heaven Hill 6-year bottled and bond stands up to JTS Brown. Hey, Clifton remembers the YouTube intern joke. That was a fun, just kind of free-flowing time where I didn't know what was happening or how to do things. Okay. Of course, they are very similar. They both have, for being so young, for being 4 and 6 years old, quite a bit. You thought he might have recalled the intern? That's possible. They both have quite a bit of barrel influence noticeable on the nose. Because I'm struck immediately after having smelled both of them, this memory of, oh shoot, Julian Dan Lake, Tony Bag of Donuts said to, and I love you, Perry. I love you guys too. Thank you so much for the support. Goodness gracious, y'all are wonderful people. I just as with Don and with Julie and Dan Lake. Did I say Julia a second ago? I might have. I'm sorry if I did. I meant Julie. I'm an idiot. With Julie and Dan. You can get your message up here on screen, too. Thank you, guys. Y'all are the best. But yeah, there's a lot of Rick House that I'm getting on these. Suspiciously enough. Biking Bourbon, hey there, folks, is how my voice is gonna go right then. Cheers. Cheers to you too, Biking Bourbon. And it's PT Man. Trying to put my kids to bed and listen. It's not working, but happy to be here. I can't get too excitable, or else my cough will return with a vengeance. That being said, thank you for being here, Anthony. I'm the only important one, really, not really. You guys are equally important. You should have equal importance in a relationship, in a marriage, in a partnership. I think that's so crucial. Not that anybody asked. But like, as far as like, I am concerned, so I am in a very unique situation, of course. Lucy and I have been together since we were 17. We were high school sweethearts. Haven't dated anybody else. since we've been together. And we both have this like kind of inherent responsibility to each other, you know, like it shared importance in our roles with each other. I think it's so key. You know, of course everybody says communication, of course everybody says honesty, and I completely agree with those two things. But I think if I had to list something aside, like as far as a healthy, important relationship goes, shared importance, mutual importance, equal importance. It's just my 2 cents. Oh, I was going to try the Heaven Hill 6 year next. All right. Look. $12 a bottle. Can't find it anymore. 6 years old, age stated. $16 a bottle. Roughly 4 years old. Still available. These two are similar enough that we should be okay with the JTS Brown as a healthy replacement for the Heaven Hill 6 year bottle of bond. My 2 cents. Really, really great, though, between the two of them. Patience and forgiveness are very important. Absolutely. Patience is a huge one. I think arguably too, I was thinking about this earlier, actually, about how growth within a relationship is also important to be looked at from an internal perspective as well. If you are so focused on other people growing as opposed to you actually growing in tandem with your partner, then you're not doing your work. And I think that, you know, you do have to learn to forgive yourself as well, because that is a big part of growth. That is a big opportunity for you to step back and say, how could I be a better person? How could I be a better partner? A better friend, too. Being friends with your partner is an important thing, I would argue. Glad that bottle is getting good use. Swan, this is actually an old... This is not the bottle that you dropped off a few weeks ago. This was the one that I've had laying around for a bit. Started dating my wife in 1982. She was a senior, and I graduated the previous year, or prior year, rather. 41 years, which is more years than most of y'all have been walking on the earth. That's true. Amen. JTS is good. Oily straw and smooth caramel and vanilla, just like Elmer said. If newly married, always do something new together at least twice per year. It is what helped you come together during dating. Exactly right. Completely agree. Yo, Bruzel! What's up, dude? Good to have you. Hey, look, man. We genuinely have had like one conversation ever, which I apologize for. I want to chat with you more, especially now that you have been adopted into the Whiskey Tube family. Not saying that. Look, I'm like low end of the totem pole. Like, you knock my channel out, totem pole's still gonna be standing right up. But you, dude, are killing it. You are doing a great job with your content. I think that you are. It's funny because you're giving us like a masterclass in how to become a part of Whiskey Tube. I mean, it's just awesome. Well done. Well done, man. And thanks for stopping by, too. It means a lot that you swung on in for a bit. Oh, Papa Ritter's here. Oh, man, look at my life. I'm a lot like you. One of my favorite Neil Young songs. We got a tip from Pete is Bep, $10. Maker's double-digit age statement. Pete is Pete. Well, it's funny that you bring up Maker's double-digit age statement and Bep, barrel entry proof, because boy howdy if that's not what we're going to be reviewing next week on the podcast. So little bit of a spoiler, but I did grab this last night. Had a little bit of a pour out of it, compared it to Maker's Cask Strength. And you guys are going to get to hear some of those thoughts next week. But thank you, Pete is Bep. Pete is Bep. Gotta run, have a good stream. Dude, hope you have a wonderful night. It is just good to have you around. I know that my Whiskey Tube status, like I said, I'm at like the kind of bottom end of the totem pole, right? But I'm friends with everybody. I get to be friends with everybody. It's one of the fortunate parts of, like, you know, doing something that's a little bit separate from the typical Whiskey Tube, but then also just, I don't know. I'm like this is exactly how I was in high school. I've talked about this before. I was just friends with everybody. Everybody who was nice. I, of course, had people I, wasn't friends with, but, yeah, I didn't want to pigeonhole myself. I like being friends with everybody, too. I don't like making enemies. It's nice to work together. Am I saying I'm bottom shelfer? Ooh. Cheap and easily accessible? Boy, howdy if I haven't heard a better way to describe me. I'm not limited edition. I'm a staple. That's worse. That's worse. Honestly, that's giving yourself a lot of credit for your status. I don't like that. It sounds like I'm patting myself on the back too much. Bottom of totem poles are the most important part usually. Could be, but it's the ones at the top that everybody notices first. I'm not saying I need to be noticed more. I'm happy. I'm so content with everything that I'm doing with TIMBP that I don't at this point, it's just like an added bonus to have things work out in a different fashion. Otherwise, I'm thrilled, man. I'm happy. I am having the time of my life, not just with TIMBP. In general. Sometimes he tops from below. Don't dislocate your shoulder while patting yourself on the back. That is very much what that sounded like, isn't it? Yeah. Sorry about that. All right. So, I'm having you over for limited pours. Anytime, dude. One day, allergies are going to be better in Kentucky, and I'm not going to have to mute my mic so constantly. And I apologize for it. But Papa Ritter does bring up a good point, as we were talking about earlier. We are nearing Memorial Day weekend. It's true. We're getting so close. Papa Ritter, Mama Ritter, and little Sarah Ritter are all going to be present as well. And you guys are not going to want to miss out hanging out with them for a truly special weekend. On top of everything else. Don't read too much into it. I'm just messing with you. Oh, I know you are. I have no qualms with you, nor your ilk, nor your house, Donnie. Nor should I. So, I went back and forth a lot on whether or not to grab this bottle. I said, do I really want to have this? Am I setting myself up for failure? Am I going to be drinking something that I don't like? And all of the answers to those questions, it's maybe. There is a hard maybe with all of those questions. But the only way that we're truly going to find out is both together and separate. Because I'm doing the work so that you don't have to. And look, if we want to talk about limited edition pours, or we want to talk about stuff that could be just a cash grab, going to be driving a lot that weekend. I understand, James. I'm just so thankful you're going to be there, dude. Really, really, truly. But this, I think this has its place. I think that there is merit to this product. But I do think that it's something. Andrew West, what's up, buddy? Good to have you. So, without any further ado, the bottom shelf backstretch pour for the end of the month is the Twisted Tea Sweet Tea Whiskey. Tony, I will talk about that in just a second. Everybody seems super excited about this one. Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, no. Yes, so Sweet Tea Whiskey. This was $16.99 at the old liquor barn. 65 proof. Not a bad proof. Not a bad proof. Take everything you know about whiskey and toss it out the window. Made with real brewed tea, we took the same great taste Twisted Tea hard iced tea and reimagined it as a sweet and smooth flavored spirit with hints of lemon. Enjoy it straight up as a shot or add it to your favorite mixer. We don't judge. We're finding out together, folks. It's syrup. We got a wow. Swan says it's liquid gold. I do like Firefly sweet tea. Oh, did I say 65%? I meant 65 proof. I'm sorry. It is viscous. Thrill of the purchase. The Prestige. Look at color. Based on color alone, I mean, you could fool somebody. Oh, I said 65, but my brain went to 65%. That's fair. Okay. Just wanted to make sure we were all on the same page. I'm a Twisted Tea junkie, and that stuff needs an ice cube, or better yet, a can of Twisted Tea. Wow. Ice Cube will happen as well. Or add to your grandfather's homebrew iced tea and see the smiles light up at the faces at a family picnic. What are we talking, like 1 part sweet tea, 3 parts Doers, or what was the deal there? All right. The color is a deep, rich amber, which evokes age and sophistication from a whiskey that you would expect from the caliber of something in the $150 to $3,000 range. No. No! Look at those legs. It's so lemony. It's so lemony and sweet tea. It doesn't smell terrible. Like it objectively is not a bad nose. It's just like it's such a hard left turn away from what I was drinking already. All right. I'm going in, folks. Oh my. Who that's sweet? It's not terrible. Do you find yourselves nosing beverages out of habit? I caught myself nosing a glass of water in a restaurant once. Yes, I do. I know I catch myself doing that from time to time as well. All right. I think the problem mainly with the way that I'm approaching this is that this is not supposed to be consumed neat. I mean, this has got to be over ice, so I'm going to grab a rock and a glass real quick. I nose cocktails, and then I feel like people at the table look at me weird. I nose cocktails. I feel like the aroma of a cocktail is pretty important to the experience. I don't find that weird at all. Who's on the calendar this month? It's still Jonathan at the moment. We forgot to switch it over. Chad Perkins drink? Yeah. Boy, this thing is so thick and viscous. I can't help but feel like some lemonade would really help this too. Just a good old-fashioned dirty Arnold Palmer. A dirty Arnie Palmy. Okay, well, it hasn't really chilled, and it's still weird. Whew. All right, it needs to be cut with something. I don't know what. Bourbon, maybe? Who's to say? But I see the purpose for it. Lemonade, that cool, refreshing drink. I'm going to go get that lemonade. I actually don't have any lemonade, or I would. I don't even think I have any lemons. That's how good life is right now. Dumb comment. Anyway. Yeah, it needs to be mixed with something. It needs to be cut. It is not supposed to be consumed It's not supposed to be consumed right out of the bottle. Seltzer water. We are out of seltzer. A great idea, though, Emily. I like that it's like, it's got hints of lemon. No, it doesn't. It kind of smells like lemon a little bit, but when you taste it, it does not taste like lemon. It tastes like sweet tea and regret. It's so sugary. And I like sweet tea. I'm from the South. I'm a Southern boy. I enjoy myself a good sweet tea from time to time. Especially when it's hot in Savannah. Sprite or ginger ale? We've got ale 8. I just don't know if I'm going to stand up again. I think I'm better off just kind of gritting my teeth and bearing it. Jeez Louise, it's so sweet. The thing is, like, there is a purpose for this. Drinking it right out of the bottle, not it. That doesn't make it an inherently bad product. It just is not intended to be consumed the way that we normally drink bourbon. Period. End of statement. That being said, it's quite nice. I could see myself enjoying this by the pool, or on the beach, or simply on the back porch when the day is over. Yeah, I think lemonade is the move with this, but on its own, it's so sticky. I mean, it is really quite sugary, which I was not expecting on the onset. Do I recommend this? I don't see why not. Put that on the back of the bottle. Yeah, it's got its time and it's got its place. I just don't think that drinking neat is it. But overall, interesting. What is this? What is what? Twisted tea, sweet tea, whiskey? Did I miss you? Donna, did you miss it? It's okay if you did. Raspberry lemonade fan. There you go. You did miss it. Mr. Whiskey Shits, what's up, dude? Cheers to you too, Adam. Good to have you. Donnie, it's all good. Headache in a bottle. I think that is definitely what this is. But it would be fun to have around during the summer if it's hot where you are. It's a hard lemon candy, super sweet lemony goodness. I'm going to go so far. But give yourself the opportunity to try something new. Why don't you drink Twisted Tea Sweet Tea Whiskey? 65 proof, 100% sweet. Let me do that again. Do you need something to drink this summer? You want all the neighbors to think you're just drinking sweet tea or Arnold Palmer? Hey, how about Twisted Tea Sweet Tea Whiskey? It's 65 proof and 100% regret-free. How was that? Raspberry ginger ale is the best ginger ale. Don't know if I've had raspberry ginger ale. The only ginger ale I really drink anymore is Ale 81. And even then, it's few and far between. Few and far between. All right, I'm getting back to my bourbon because I can't do that anymore. I feel like this is going to be like water to a man who's been in the desert for 40 nights. Clip this and send it to Twisted Tea. They put pictures of fans on their bottles. All right, hold on. Let's get a better one. Make sure my hair looks good. I'll get the microphone out of the way. That was enough? Oh, should I have taken... You know what I should have done is I should have taken everything off screen. Hold on. Now I'll do it. I'll do it again. I don't want to hide any branding. There you go. Now you're going to be confused and think that I've been abducted. Like I was on a milk carton. Yeah, did everybody get the thing? Great. Great stuff. That's the kind of content that we create here on TIMBP Live. Woof. For a Quaker Oats container? Did they do that on Quaker Oats too? I didn't realize that. Of course, the big trope is the milk carton kids. But yeah, I had no idea that they did that with Quaker Oats as well. Learn something new every day. Don't you just? Ah, there it is. It was hidden behind the Twisted Tea. Sweet tea whiskey. Yeah, legitimately, I mean, if you're curious, it's $16. Like, you can find some use for it. Maybe like Papa Ritter said, put it in your grandfather's sweet tea at the family picnic. And don't tell nobody. Thank you, Tony. Absolutely fantastic. I've got ideas. It's a bad joke, though. They have done Quaker fans in past. Oh. I thought you meant missing kids on Quaker Oats. That would be really funny, though. Why would it be funny? That's not right. An idiot. All right. Gonna grab my last pour for the evening as we're getting into the backstretch of the month and the night. I had a mild panic attack there for a second, thinking that this was in fact not the last Thursday of the month. So it was quiet. It was quiet panic. But it was panic nonetheless. All right, let me know. Should I go? Should I go bottle A or bottle B to close out the stream? Are we hanging out in the Discord leading up to the Bourbon Bite stream? You guys feel free to if you want. I might be recording the Marvel podcast I'm part of. Tony, yes. Thank you for reminding me again. I did not run the drawing last week. I was in the process of getting it all together when I realized that I don't think I have everybody's... When I was doing the math, I don't think I have everybody's receipts or entries from the Splash giveaway. So I'm gonna shout it on social media and here, but if you have either not sent it or it has been a while since I've seen the receipt for your donation to Splash for the giveaway, or excuse me, for the fundraiser this past November, please get that to me this week. I 100% will run this next week. I promise. I'm so sorry. I want to make sure that everybody's included. The giveaway for the reviews, that's good to go. I'm ready to go for that. But I just wanted to make sure that everything was kind of done together. Nobody answered my question, so you know what? I'm going to be a little responsible. I'm going to go for the lower proof option. And you know what? It's been a minute since I've had Turkey 101 on a stream anyway. So, here we are. I'm not done. I mean, where did everybody go? I was still going to stick around until 9. Maybe everybody's checking their receipts. I don't know. Just kind of went quiet. Thanks, Swan and James and Tony. I appreciate you guys being here still. Just like I looked up and it was like, oh, we lost 10 people. But anyway, yeah, I'm not ignoring the giveaway stuff. I'm genuinely just trying to make sure that it's addressed fully and properly. So Wilford Brimley should be in past tense. He's no longer living. Wasford Brimley. So somebody get the change.org petition up and running to henceforth rename Wilford Brimley as Wasford. Anyone fluent or speak Japanese? Japanese, excuse me. What is this? Hold on. My brain's not ready for this question. Is anyone fluent or speak Japanese besides Georgia Public Television and other good resources? I don't understand the second half of that question. Those words don't really make a whole lot of sense to me there, James. I also don't know Japanese. Nor do I speak it. I don't even pretend to speak it. You know why? Because that's racist. We're at that point in the evening. You know, for a while I thought about, and I realized just how obnoxious it would be, ending streams or even beginning streams with a song. Just a random piece of music. I was like, do you know how hokey that sounds, bro? It's not Wednesday night youth group. Like, come on. Get it together. GPT has a series that teaches Japanese level 1 and 2. That's awesome. I mean, I'm all for learning new languages. I don't have any problem with that. In fact, I mean, I could definitely learn some Japanese. Considering aside from Spanish, I mean, the foreign language content that I consume, Japanese is probably most significant, I would say. But anyway. All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap up, folks. Thank you all so much for being here this week. It means the world. Just go follow on social media if you haven't done so already. At My Bourbon Pod, I am at PRitter1792 if you want to see some personal stuff from me as well. And you can support the show on patreon.com/MyBourbonPodcast for as little as $8 a month. All of those links are in the description below. And that's for if you're listening to the audio version or watching the replay, or you're just here watching like normal. So regardless, we will see you guys so very soon. Next week, it's May. It's Derby month. We're going to be doing some Derby stuff on next week's stream. So stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy. Enjoy. I'm Perry, and this is TIMBP Live.